Now we will see electric field due to a surface. There is a very large surface which is having charge distributed all over it. It's a conducting surface or non-conducting. There is a material. Charge is distributed evenly. We are taking a small part of it. This. Okay. The charge is distributed all over it. And we have to find out electric field at a certain distance r from here. R, and we have to find out electric field at this point P. Okay, step number 1. We have to make a Gaussian surface, and the root point of Gaussian surface is symmetry. इसके लिए जो symmetrical surface हम लेंगे, वो symmetrical surface भी एक सिलेंडर है, पर वो सिलेंडर की सिचुएशन, डायरेक्शन कैसी है? That cylinder's axis is normal to the plane of this surface. यहाँ पर एरिया वेक्टर कहाँ है? यही एरिया वेक्टर है, और इसी एरिया वेक्टर की जो डायरेक्शन है, इसी को एक्सेस मान के we will consider one cylinder over here. This is R, and this side also we take R. Just for the sake of symmetry, this cylinder puncture this surface at this point. This way. So there is a sheet. This is cylinder. This will go through this sheet. Half on this side and half on this side. That is the cylinder. Now, if this is the cylinder, where is the symmetry? All the charges will make electric field lines, give electric field which will be perpendicular to the surface of the sheet. That means that will make a 90 degree to the sheet. If this is the sheet, this is the direction of electric field. 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 Okay. Now, see the symmetry. Again, we divide the symmetry into two symmetries because the complete closed surface is not at one symmetry. पूरे में हमको एक सिमेट्री नहीं मिल रही है, इसलिए हमने उसको दो सिमेट्रीज में डिवाइड किया. तो पहले देखिए कर्व्ड सरफेस की सिमेट्री. कर्व्ड सरफेस की सिमेट्री, ये जो कर्व्ड सरफेस है, इसका अगर हम एक छोटा सा एरिया ds लेते हैं तो उसका एरिया वेक्टर ऐसा है, एरिया वेक्टर. यहाँ पर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इस चार्ज के कारण इस सरफेस के परपेंडिकुलर, दिस इज द डायरेक्शन ऑफ electric field. Here, this is the direction of electric field, this is the direction of electric field, and on the curved surface anywhere, this is area vector. यहाँ पर area vector और यहाँ पर area vector. तो area vector हमेशा curved surface के बाहर की तरफ होगा. So, if this is a curved surface, like this curved surface, this is area vector. Here, here, here. Where is electric field? Electric field due to the sheet of charge is in this direction. This is the direction of electric field. This, because surface is this way. So, area vector and electric field direction. They are at right angle to each other for every point of curved surface. So that is at right angle. Okay, we will write it from point 1. First, what we are going to do. What is the situation? There is a large sheet with electric charge having density sigma distributed over it. We know that for surface, we do not mention charge Q. What we mention is, that is areal charge density, and the symbol for that is sigma. Sigma charges per square meter. Okay. We have to find electric field intensity E at a point with normal distance R from the sheet. This is given situation. And now we explain how we are going to do it. So first, consider a Gaussian surface. A Gaussian surface is considered in shape of a cylinder whose axis is normal to surface and point P lies on the flat surface. यहीं तक ही हमको flat surface रखनी है और आगे नहीं ले जाना. यहाँ पर point P है, यहाँ पर हमको electric field calculate करना है. Okay. Now, what about E? So that we are writing here. Okay, I will write it below it. See here, this is area vector and this is direction of electric field at every point. So they are normal to each other, at right angle to each other for curved surface. But for the flat surface, this is area vector and this is electric field. They are along with each other. Angle between them is 0 degree. Same 0 degree at this point, 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 everywhere it is 0. And on this side also, electric field is here, area vector is here, and it is 0. So, there is one type of symmetry for the two flat surface, and there is one type of symmetry for the curved surface. So, we do our calculation in two parts, because we could not find any single symmetry for the complete surface. अगर हमको पूरे में एक जैसी सिमेट्री नहीं मिलेगी तो हम अपनी कैलकुलेशन दो पार्ट में कर लेंगे, क्योंकि सिमेट्री दो पार्ट में मिली है हमको, राइट। At every point of curved surface, E and E are at right angle. And this we have given the description of Gaussian surface and the description of electric field and the area vectors. Now we go to the step number 2, that is calculation of total flux linked with the surface. Total flux. This calculation is done in two parts. One is for curved surface and one is for flat surface. There is one flat surface on the left, there is one flat surface on the right. Okay, so there will be two flat surfaces. Now for the curved surface, E, ds and cos 90 degree. We will not try to find anything about E and ds. E और ds की हमको ज़्यादा वैल्यू नहीं चाहिए, क्योंकि हमको मालूम है cos 90 पूरे एक्सप्रेशन को जीरो कर देगा. ओके, सो दिस इज हियर. नाउ फॉर द फ्लैट सरफेस. फ्लैट सरफेस में E की कुछ वैल्यू होगी. एट एवरी पॉइंट R इज सेम. यू सी हियर this point has a distance r, so this point is also at a distance r. For every flat point, the distance is similar. If I take it here, for every point of this flat surface, the distance from this sheet is same. So, r is symmetrical at every point. This is area vector on this surface area. Where is electric field vector? This is electric field vector. Okay, this we have mentioned here. So this is E ds into cos 0 degree. The same thing will be on this side. So this is R, this is R. For this also, electric field and area vector. The angle between them is 0 degree. Same here. If you say electric field having a negative sign, well, area vector is also having a negative sign. Their multiplication again will make a positive sign. If you consider that. Okay, but right, this is minus E, this is minus A, and when you multiply the two, it will again become plus EA. Okay. So we need not write them minus minus. This is equal to, this has become 0 plus 2. Here electric field is constant at every point, so this is electric field comes out. Cos 0 is equal to 1, and we have to do the integration of area. Now this is a flat area. From here if we see, this is a flat area, a flat circle. And what is the area of a flat circle? The answer is area of a flat circle is pi r square. Pi r square. So this is equal to 2e pi r square. Right? We can write it pi r square, we can write it area A, that doesn't matter. What we are finding here, the total flux. So flux is EDS, EDS for the complete surface divided into two surfaces, curved and flat. Curved here 0, flat here is this. Okay. Now, how much is the charge includes? That is the third point. Electric charge enclosed inside. Electric charge enclosed inside. Here, electric charge is distributed all over the surface. पूरी surface पे electric charge है, लेकिन हमको तो वो electric charge चाहिए जो हमारी Gaussian surface के अंदर है. तो Gaussian surface के अंदर वो electric charge है जो यहाँ पर है. तो ये electric charge कितना है? तो आंसर है, इसका हमको measurement पता है. यहाँ पर जो चार्ज है इसका मेजरमेंट कितना होता है? लीनियर चार्ज डेंसिटी मल्टीप्लाइड बाय एरिया. एरिया, लीनियर चार्ज डेंसिटी मल्टीप्लाइड बाय एरिया गिव्स द चार्ज एट सर्टेन एरिया. अब इसका एरिया कितना है? पाई आर स्क्वायर. और डेंसिटी हम पहले मान चुके हैं सिग्मा. So charge enclosed inside sigma into pi r square. This we have calculated charge. Now we come to step number 4. That is writing the equation. According to Gauss equation, closed integral EDS is equal to Q, charge enclosed, divided by epsilon naught, and then putting values. If we put the values over here, what we get is closed integral EDS. Closed integral EDS, this is the value. 2e pi r square equal to charge. How much is the charge? This is the charge inside the surface, inside the Gaussian surface. So this is sigma pi r square to be divided by epsilon naught. Do the cancellations. So what we get here is electric field intensity E is equal to sigma upon 2 epsilon naught. Where is this electric field? Answer, this is linked with the surface. Which point? At this point, this is the surface, and on this surface electric field is E. That is why we have given E multiplied by surface area. That is how we started. So that is the value of electric field at this point. Now this point is at a distance r. Suppose this distance becomes 2r. अगर इतनी दूरी पर E की कुछ वैल्यू है और हम इस डिस्टेंस को ऐसा बढ़ा देंगे तो E की वैल्यू सेम होगी या चेंज हो जाएगी? डिस्टेंस बढ़ गया है, सो नेचुरली योर आंसर विल बी, अगर हम ज्यादा दूर जाएंगे तो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड की वैल्यू डिक्रीज हो जाएगी. दैट इज वेरी लॉजिकल, बट नॉट हियर. यहाँ पर E की वैल्यू जो आपने निकाली, इसमें R की वैल्यू 1 की जगह 2 रखिए. The answer is there is no R in this. So this expression is independent of R. Means R की कोई भी वैल्यू हो, हमारे इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड की वैल्यू R पर डिपेंड नहीं करती, ये सिर्फ किस पे डिपेंड करती है? सिग्मा पे. Now this is a very strange thing कि दूर जितना भी हम चले जाएंगे E की वैल्यू क्यों नहीं चेंज होगी? And you can imagine क्यों नहीं चेंज होगी. I tell you, this is surface. I make it here. This is a very large surface, very large. इस surface में charges, हर चार्ज में से इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड जनरेट होगा and that will be represented by electric field lines. Now from this charge there is a line, and the rule for the line is always perpendicular to the surface. So if this is the surface, then line will be perpendicular to it in this direction. the line from this charge will be perpendicular. Line from this charge will be perpendicular. From this charge will be perpendicular. And when they move further, do they expand? सोचिए, क्या वो फैलेंगी? अगर इसकी लाइन ऐसे जा रही है और इसकी लाइन ऐसे चली गई, इसकी लाइन, तो इसकी लाइन कैसी जाएगी? ये सीधा जाएगी, क्रॉस हो गई. अच्छा, यहां से ये सीधी जा रही है, तो ये अगर ऐसे जाएगी तो इसको क्रॉस होगी. एंड इंटरसेक्शन इज नॉट अलाउड. अगर इंटरसेक्शन अलाउ नहीं होता और सभी चार्ज लाइन बना रहे हैं, सभी चार्ज अपना अपना इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड बना रहे हैं, तो इस सरफेस के साथ एक बाइंडिंग हो गई, एक मजबूरी हो गई कि अगर इसकी एक लाइन ऐसे जाती है और इसकी भी लाइन ऐसे जा रही है, इसकी लाइन ऐसे जा रही है, तो ये लाइन मुड़ नहीं सकती. क्यों? मुड़ेगी तो इसके साथ इंटरसेक्ट हो जाएगी, इसीलिए मुड़ नहीं सकती. ये जैसा हमारा बूट पॉलिश का ब्रश होता है, जैसे हमारा टूथ ब्रश होता है, उसके ब्रिस्टल्स आपने देखे, सभी पैरेलल हैं. ओके, ये तो एक चीज हो गई. हम समझ गए कि अगर वो पैरेलल नहीं होंगे तो एक दूसरे को क्रॉस करेंगे, विच इज नॉट अलाउड. अब यहाँ देखिए, अगर ये सब एक दूसरे के पैरेलल हैं, तो यहां से r डिस्टेंस पर हम गए और यहां जाके हमने एक एरिया रिंग रखा जिसका एरिया a था. इसके अंदर 1 2 3 4 ये कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ द लाइंस आया. और कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ द लाइंस क्या दिखाता है? स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड. तो यहाँ की स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ये 4 लाइन के प्रोपोर्शनेट है. नाउ वी गो टू अ डिस्टेंस ऑफ 2r. यहाँ तक r था, यहाँ तक आ गए, ये यहाँ तक आ गए 2r. ये रिंग को अब हमने यहाँ डाला. अब ये सभी लाइन पैरेलल हैं, कोई भी लाइन फैलती नहीं है. अभी भी इसमें से कितनी लाइन जा रही हैं? 1 2 3 4. पहले भी 4, अभी भी 4. देयर इज नो चेंज इन द स्ट्रेंथ. और दूर ले जाइए इसको, लाइंस तो पैरेलल ही है, यहां ले जाइए फिर से 1 2 3 4. इसलिए यहाँ का इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड, यहाँ का इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड, ऑल आर सेम provided the sheet is very large. If the sheet is not very large, then what will happen? When the distance increase, then these lines repel each other. तो ये वाली लाइन ऐसे चली जाएगी, ये लाइन ऐसे चली जाएगी, ये लाइन ऐसे चली जाएगी. यहाँ तक तो पैरेलल है. उसके बाद जब हम ये रिंग रखते तो ये आउट, ये आउट. पर अगर ये शीट बहुत बड़ी है तो इधर वाली लाइन इसको टेढ़ा नहीं होने देगी. ये शीट बहुत बड़ी है. सो फॉर दिस लार्ज वॉल, दिस मच डिस्टेंस, दिस डिस्टेंस, दिस डिस्टेंस, ये सब डिस्टेंस बहुत छोटे छोटे हैं. इफ वी कंसिडर दिस वॉल इज सो लार्ज, हमारे लिए एक छोटे से डिस्टेंस के लिए ये वॉल एक इन्फिनिटली लार्ज शीट है. सो there is no difference of electric field here, here, here or here. That is why the electric field is uniform. So याद रखिए, कैसा इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड बनाती है शीट? यूनिफॉर्म. दूसरा, इसकी वैल्यू सिग्मा अपॉन 2 एप्सिलॉन नॉट, इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ डिस्टेंस. This distance should be much small compared to the total sheet. So this you have to remember, electric field due to a sheet of electric charges, right? So in this there are many special cases, like if there are two sheets, at certain distance, both sheets are having positive charges, both sheets are having negative charges, one sheet is positive and one sheet is negative, then how is the electric field between them, outside it? There are many variations, and that we will do in the next class. Thank you.